You're listening to WGAB The GabCast by the Gabber newspaper, your source of news for Gulfport, St. Pete, and the beaches.
Oh, hey, welcome back to WGAB The GabCast. I'm Cameron, and today we are having Nicole go to Friends of Strays and talk to one of the volunteers about animal stories. And lastly, I will be here to tell you about some events to check out in Pinellas County this weekend. Let's get into it.
Hi, my name is Nicole Vogler, and I'm the producer of the GabCast. And today we are going into the cat box from Friends of Strays to talk to some volunteers, meet some kitties, and see what they got going on. So let's go inside. Okay, when we walked in, we were greeted by Olivia. Olivia, what is your position at Friends of Strays?
I'm the adoption supervisor at Friends of Strays.
Nice. And how long have you been doing this position?
I am recently the adoption supervisor, but I have been an adoptions counselor for about a year and a half now.
Okay. And what is the thing that you love the most about working for Friends of Strays? Like, what keeps you here?
Definitely the animals, being able to provide for the community. We have a lot of community programs that help give back to animals and people in need in our community, and I think that's definitely the most rewarding part.
Is it ever a good, stress reliever? Like, you have, this amazing stress relief around you that if you're feeling overwhelmed, you just go, pet a cat for a little bit?
Absolutely. So my desk is right in front of a door that has a lot of cats inside of it, and sometimes I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, and I just look up and there's cats scratching at the glass and wanting to get attention from me, and it's a really good stress reliever for 5 minutes in the middle of the day.
Do you have, a crazy story that you can think of something, wild happening with a cat or a dog, a crazy situation where you had to problem solve super fast? Anything that comes to mind?
I was trapping a cat one time to bring in to get fixed through one of our programs, our Meow Now Community Cats program, and the cat escaped the trap inside of my car, and I was in a closed car with a feral cat that I've never met before, and it was definitely really scary, and I just had to quickly opened my door and let the cat out. It ran right over my lap, and luckily it was same location I picked it up from, so no concern about them being lost, but it was definitely scary.
So you were driving when the cat, so you just had, oh my God. So
Yes.
you guys just pulled over and had to
Yes.
I've been trapped in the car with a spider before, but never a feral cat. That is a unique experience for sure. So nothing worse has happened?
No, I'd say recently that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay. When did this happen again?
About 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you're still recovering. But you're still working here. You're still staying?
Hey, absolutely.
Okay, well, thank you, Olivia. I think that's all the questions I have for you.
I assume since you're here, you do know that we have a Things to Do section every week in our newspaper. But also online, we have a free calendar that you can submit any of your events to at events@thegabber.com. And we will hopefully put those in there. But for this week, I have 3 events that you can check out. First, Gulfport Brewery is hosting a 80s party. So you know what that means. Bring your neon colored clothes and your big hair, because I know you all still have it. And I wasn't even alive then, and I just know you all still have it. That is happening May 31st at 5 p.m. So check that out. At number 2, there is a book swap and pop-up event at Mastery's Brewery on St. Pete Beach. All they're asking is participants to bring a gently used book that, rule of thumb, if you bring that book, it's a book you're going to want to swap with somebody, or a book that you would swap with a friend. Bring a good book. That's all they're asking. That is occurring May 31st at noon. So bring your gently used books and look around for some new books that you've been wanting or books you've never heard of. Keep an open mind with those things, okay? And lastly, St. Pete Beach is having their Corey Avenue Sunday Market. If you haven't been, there's more than 80 vendors that have fresh produce, baked goods, art, home decor, jewelry, clothes, all the things you kind of would expect at a market. That is happening on Corey Avenue. from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Well, that is all I have for you today. And I hope you have a fantastic day. This was WGAB the GabCast. We are in the newsroom. I'm in the newsroom. I don't remember what Ethan says, but I hope you all have a good day.
All right, folks. Well, thank you for tuning in to WGAB the GabCast. Until next time, you can get all your Gulfport, St. Pete, and the Beaches news at thegabber.com. This episode was recorded and edited by me, Nicole Vogler, with additional recording by Cameron Healy, the Editor-in-Chief of the Gabber newspaper. And the music you heard throughout this episode was made by Cyberwave Orchestra. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. And to steal a line from Ethan, we have been the Gabber, and this has been the GabCast. We'll see you next time.